Okay, here we are at Three Creeks. Wasn't even planning on doing a video, but then when I got here, I should. So, I haven't gone, well, I've done this whole path before, but I'm doing it completely backwards of what I normally do. Starting downhill with the Bluebell Trail, which you can now access from the parking lot. It used to not be quite like this. So Bluebell goes along Black Lick, and we're gonna cross over Big Walnut, go to the other side along Allen Creek where you see the confluence of Black Lick, Big Walnut, and Allen Creeks. All three of the east side creeks come together at the same place. All right, well, I'll check back in a little bit. This sign is saying it's a natural play area because Robert Tad Jeffrey wanted it to be. Pretty fun. Back in 2020, my son and I did something like this. We went to wherever the freeway is, crossed the freeway, and then hung out in this area, then found a place to cross, and then made our way back. That was quite the adventure. Fergus is my adventure buddy. Well, I like adventures with all my kids, but him and I, we doing a couple extra, a little more daredevil things, I guess we could say. Enough about that. Beautiful spring day. It's chilly compared to what we've had, but it's dry, so I'm happy. It's a Sunday. Sunday hikes are always special. Even when you do them every day, there's something about Sunday. All right. Let me get to something good before I take too long to admire this beautiful sycamore tree. And we're out. It's a view of Black Lick, which actually flows pretty close to my house. Civic Park, a local park. Black Lick is the creek that goes there, so somewhere way up that way. That's all I liked about this, you know. I've grown up at some point by all of the creeks. Allen Creek was my childhood creek. It's a lot dirtier back then. It's actually pretty clean now. And then Black Lick's been, you know, the last 12 years. I live in Whitehall all the time, and this Big Walnut is a big part, you know, it's Hoover Dam and all that. It's a big part of the east side. So it's cool that they all come together at the same spot. Cottonwoods and sycamores along the river. All right. Talk to you in a few. Just taking pictures of all these. Now I know why. I mean, it's obvious why it's called the Bluebell Trail. It's a perfect day to be here. Thank you, Lord, for leading me here today. Wasn't sure why Three Creeks, but anyway. Here's Black Lick. Mentioned before, I haven't come this way typically, this is the way I leave. Black Lick's coming in. There's Big Walnut. On the other side of this little path is Allen Creek. So we have my current creek. You go up that way, leads you to right by my house. The stream near us leads right into Black Lick. Civic Park, it's Black Lick. Big Walnut, there's a lot of stuff on Big Walnut. Mainly though, Hoover Dam, blending ravines. And I got that fence off over there. It's Allen Creek. That's my childhood creek. I grew up in Bexley. So many beautiful bluebells. So, as I was saying, grew up in Bexley, so Allen Creek was the main place I played. And actually, I'm happy to say it's a lot cleaner than it used to be. Oh, here we go. Oh, I like that. Three creeks merge. alum, big walnut. Around that corner is blacklick. You can actually see it better from over here. That's where I typically see it first. So anyway, they all three come together, the east side creeks. And then they turn into big walnut, which goes into the Scioto. Then to the Ohio, and to the Mississippi, and then the Gulf of Mexico. You guys all know that? You're headed to the Gulf of Mexico. There's the bridge we're headed to. Just wanted to get one last view of the Bluebell Trail. I mean, I've been loving this. Literally surrounded by bluebells in bloom. Okay. Video is already going to be longer because of these bluebells, but that's fine. I want you to enjoy them too. Alright, okay, I've reached the bridge. Go the easiest way is down around it and up through there. And we hit Big Walnut Creek. Walk fast to save time on the video. It's a nice bridge. It's part of the Alum Creek or Creek Trail, bike trail. Bikers would know. So we do take that on part of it. I think today I'm gonna head to the creek first and work my way out, and then I can speed walk on the bike path. So here it is after all three come together. Big Walnut comes a lot bigger. And see, great place for lots of sycamore trees. There's the parking lot. We're heading this way. And I'll check back in with you in a minute. So here we are right after the bridge. And we hit the Confluence Trail. Do it different ways a lot of time. A lot of time I like to head all the way back and then through this. Or at least that's what I did last time. I like mixing it up today. It really makes the same trail different. I mean, as basic as that sounds. But yeah, if you do the same area a bunch, just you really change up your hike by just going in a different direction. Do it all the time. You see things you wouldn't see other sides of the trees. Trees that look solid on one side or bare or hollow on the other, and just even different angles of rock formations and all that. So change it up. Same trail, different direction. Hiker tip of the day from your daily hiker, Ohio Earthwalker. So far, that's pretty much what most of the trail has been on the Confluence, but see, we're getting to the water. Big walnut, big sycamore. Very green on this side. So I think I hike this more in the winter, typically. Ooh. More bluebells, which is not a big surprise since right across the river there's the Bluebell Trail. But here it is again. Big walnut. That way is Blacklick straight ahead, right over the sign. To the left of that is Big Walnut, and then Alum Creek. You can go down here. It's pretty muddy and sandy, so I'm gonna pass on that today. I'll do it again. Three Creeks merge. So, cool story. Bluebells, and now we head up Alum Creek. Big giant sycamore tree. Okay, this section doesn't look as muddy. I'm gonna do have my mud shoes on. And I'm gonna come out too. It looks like a fun big island to be on. More sycamores, cottonwoods, Ohio River trees. confluence in Allen Creek. Actually reminds me of 4th of July. 2020. My wife and I spent the day tubing down Allen Creek. That's fun one. So it is cleaner now. Look at all these little mussel shells. Back on the trail, I'm gonna head this way. Just realized I haven't done any videos with me yet. So here we are on the Confluence Trail. I think we hit most of the sites of the hike pretty quickly today. So I know there's some more Allen Creek viewings and Turtle Pond at the end, but hit the big ones. Sorry. So it's chilly out today. 50, it's funny. It felt warm a couple weeks ago, but after some 70s and 80s, you're like, whoo, it bites. I don't know. I'll check it back in with you one more time, and hope you just getting out there and hiking, at least taking some walks in nature. Sometimes people just overestimate what a hike has to be, and there isn't really any limit. Or like, just get outside, enjoy some nature. Whether it's called a hike or not, I don't know. I mean, I try to get in 2 miles, but sometimes when I need to, I'll just go down to the park right down the street, sit by the stream. Even that gives you a nice dose of whatever you need. Very calming effect. So, yeah. Keep on hiking. Go take a hike, whatever. Also like my videos. Seems to be important for YouTube people. So just do it. Come to this little break here. See right by the creek, but that heads to the bike path if you want to dip out early. There's the pond, which we'll see in a little bit. You can tell it's right by the freeway, so it gets a little noisy. And more of Allen Creek. Looking nice and lush and green. I don't know if you don't remember, that was the wild place. That was that Tad, whatever, Explorer. So I did get over there once with my son, and it was fun. Deer were looking at us like, what are people doing over here? I think they're used to having it to themselves. But really have to do it by boat or something. I am gonna look into that dark stuff because it's just unsettling. But I'm on the land today, so I'm not worried about it. Three Creeks. I hear the noise. This is our last look of Allen Creek. So we hit the freeway and the bike path. It's a very long bike path connected to other bike paths. Very cool trail system they got going. Make use of the parks. Oh, okay. That's slippery. I'll go this way. I may have to get off just to grab a tree or something. Oh, we're getting there. Okay. Making my way to the safe and dry bike path. To the Confluence Trail ending. Check one. This will take you up to my old neighborhood. This is the way we're going, away from the freeway. Get my steps in now. Check back in a little bit. Getting a little further away from the freeway now. Nice little sitting area. That's where we came from. We're heading the other way. The map, this pond doesn't even have a name. I didn't know we're supposed to fish in here. I do see birds here occasionally. little noisy for pondering for me, but if you're having a conversation, it's a nice view. Making our way back to the bridge. It's actually been a really nice walk along this pond. You can hear the freeway's a little quieter. It's the way we came from. I'm listening to a podcast, so the freeway doesn't bother me as much. It's pretty to look at though. And now we're entering the pine section. Always love walking by through some tall pines. Nice part of my hike today. Onward to the bridge. As you can see, we're back to where we started on the Confluence Trail, which means we're heading up the road to the fence on the bridge. One more site after that is Turtle Pond, which will conclude our hike once we get there. Just crossed over the bridge, having a nice moment. Watching the river and some swallows flying around. That's where we came up from earlier, Bluebell Trail. As the geese are calling, heading to Turtle Pond. Where I parked at today, I think I go to the right. I'm gonna take a look at it once I'm up there and make a decision. Actually, I think that's my truck straight across, so. I like the look of the gravel. We're going to the left. I'll end the video here since you can see my white steed in the background. Turtle Pond. Obviously there's turtles probably on these logs on warm sunny days. Geese, fish. It's a cute little place. I've been fishing here with my kids years ago. Don't think we had a lot of success that day, but still memories. Little swampy area on this side. So we'll focus over here. Close out. I'm gonna head that way along the pond, and the trail leads right to my truck. Thank you for joining me on my Three Creeks special Sunday Bluebell hike. Thank you. Appreciate you watching. I really do want to encourage you to get out there and take a hike. Fergie Thiebert, Ohio Earthwalker. Peacing out. Tell a fib. Decided to do the whole walk around Turtle Pond. Felt like it. And wanted to show you this too. So I'm on the bike path, so there's like a little amphitheater area. You can see behind me though, the sycamore trees are pretty beautiful. And this overlook. I think that's gonna be the last time, because now it's just to the bike path and down to the restroom. Always want to hike a little bit more. Signing off for real this time. And get out there and take a hike.